Alright. Let's hopefully wrap this up. Because now Ernest is the one looking really sus here. If I can't get permission to investigate the crime scene, the truth will be lost. Hold it! Hold it! Hold it! Okay. Mr. Edgeworth, what are you doing spacing out? Have you forgotten? There's only one thing you should do at a time like this. And what is that? When the people are in a bind, the hero of justice appears to save the day. Look, you just leave it to me. For I am Kay Faraday, the second of the great Yatagarasu. But I thought you were a thief, not a hero. The Yatagarasu is noble and is always a thief of justice. That's, of course. Oh good, your device from earlier. I was hoping it would come into play. If we have enough information, I can recreate the inside of the haunted house with this. Plus, if we then factor in everyone's testimony, you can recreate exactly what happened when I dropped off the ransom money. We may be able to figure out some new information through this. It's worth a try. Agent Lang. So you want to use your little toy? Be my guest. Okay, hang on. You're all about to witness the true power of a real modern-day Robin Hood. Detective Gumshoe? Is there a copy of the haunted house's blueprint among the police's reference documents? Yes, sir! We just got it in case we need it for the kidnapping case. Alright, I'll input the haunted house data then. What is this? Where are we? It's like we're inside the haunted house. Even if we can't inspect the real location itself, the path of the truth slumbers here. If I can successfully navigate my way using logic, I'll ultimately arrive at the truth. Now then, I believe I'm ready to investigate the crime scene. Okay, what should I recreate first? You haven't figured it out yet? Maybe I haven't, maybe I haven't. But I'm gonna make you do all the hard work. Very well. I'd like to inspect the moment in which I was ambushed by my abductor. The two of them were definitely in this place at that time. If I can verify that, it may provide me with a new lead. I had just come out into the hallway after leaving the money inside the dining room. At that time, I saw a badger slumped over on the floor at the end of the hall. Huh? What was a badger doing all the way down there? I also thought it was strange. However, I thought that maybe it was simply a mannequin that was set there for atmosphere. Do you know which badger it was? No, it was too dark to tell. All I saw was its silhouette. In that case, I guess I'll just program in a badger silhouette for now. Okay, programming complete. Then I started walking toward the exit. And that's when you were struck from behind, right? Yes. But that's odd. The hallway's a dead end. Where'd your assailant come from? There's only one location I can think of. I believe my assailant was lying in wait here.
Take that!
Right there, right? That doll I saw wasn't really a doll. It was in fact a costume kidnapper. Oh, so you used the costume as the perfect camouflage to blend in with the rest of the house. Precisely. He waited until I made the drop-off and was about to leave. Then, just as he saw me take a step toward the exit, he stood and launched his attack. I can think of no better hiding place than this. Hey, not bad. I'm beginning to think I should steal this tactic for myself. Just don't use it to do anything criminal, Kay. Well, Lance? What are you asking me for? As one of the kidnappers, I figured I should give you a chance to confess first. I was one of the kidnappers, but I don't know anything. I did come up to the haunted house, but I never set foot inside. I left Oliver in charge of picking up the ransom money. He didn't set foot inside. Is he telling the truth or another lie? Alright. Then you're claiming it was Mr. Deacon who assaulted me. Yes, I'm sure it was him. Okay, inputting the new victim now. Mr. Deacon was the Bad Badger, right? Since the Bad Badger has a gun attached to its right hand, I'll have to change it so the victim is in his left hand. Oh, but... No, because... Now to verify the facts of the recreation. Because... Didn't we establish that he was... Okay, wait, no. Hold up. You didn't recreate the weapon. Well, I can't exactly recreate something I know nothing about. So tell me, what were you hit with? The attack came from behind, so I have no idea. But I doubt it was someone's bare hands. Okay, where were you hit? I was hit on the right side of my head, just above my temple. So they had to have been holding the weapon in their right hand. There's a bit of, well, not necessarily, I guess. There was a bit of blood, but it wasn't anything serious. Ouch, sounds painful. Why are you smirking like that when you say it? It's just your imagination. Now let's see. I wonder if there's anything in the hallway that could have been used as a weapon. Oh, the fake sword.
Take that!
I have it. There is indeed one such object lying there in this hallway. A prop sword. Are you talking about this thing here? Yes. Although we did find it at the kidnapper's hideout. Wait, yes, it's possible the culprit took it with him after using it on me. To leave no evidence behind, right? Correct. It may be worth a more thorough examination yet. Okay, so what test do you want to run on this sword? If there was... The culprit was wearing a costume at the time, so a fingerprint analysis is useless. Let's run a luminol test. It's possible that some of my blood found its way onto this. Agent Lang, may I ask your cooperation in this matter? Huh. Like I have a choice. Sheena, call the lab boys. Understood. Except for a dab on the left side, it would appear the blade is spotless. But there is a little bit. So it must have been the left side of the prop sword that hit you, right? Okay, I'll update the recreation with this new piece of info.
Eureka!
Finally, I found a clear contradiction of facts about this sword. Except for a bit on the left side, this prop sword is absolutely spotless. However, if the culprit had used his left hand, the blood would be on the opposite side. The opposite side, huh? If the culprit held the sword in his left hand, then the sword's right side would have hit. I see, but the blood was on the left side of the sword, right? Which means he used his right hand to hit you. Yep. Exactly. This prop sword has a large handguard attached to the hilt. It would be impossible to hold it with two hands while wearing a costume with such big hands. Therefore, if it couldn't be the left hand or both hands, it must have been the right. I'll change the data to reflect a right-handed swing. Not yet, Kay. There's no sense in changing anything yet. If you change the parameters to the right hand, it would only create a new contradiction. Oh? Is it... Is it the... Must have been the gun that was ripped out of the Bad Badger. The hole in the right hand.
Take that!
The Bad Badger already holds a gun in his right hand, so he can't hold a sword in addition. Hey, that's right. Then what now? If it wasn't in his left hand or his right hand, it means the one that struck me could not have been the Bad Badger. Are you paying attention, Lance? Ugh. Mr. Deacon could not have been the one who struck me. Which leaves only you as our primary suspect. Fine, it was me. I hit you. It appears you lied to me yet again, but see how quickly they catch up to you, Lance. Wait, isn't Lance left-handed? Yes. But that's what makes the deception all the more interesting. He used his right hand to make it look like Mr. Deacon had been the one to strike me. For you see, firing a gun with one's non-dominant hand is difficult. But that level of dexterity isn't required to swing a prop sword. Okay, please input this new data. The one who hit me from behind was Lance. Or should I say, the Proto-Badger. You got it. Here I go. Now we have a faithful recreation of the situation around the attack on me. Alright, now all we have to do is examine the new recreation and...
Knuckle back!
And what exactly is so funny, Agent Lang? That amusing little gadget sure packs a punch, right, Sheena? Yes, it was all I could do but hold my laughter in. Hey, don't make fun of little thief, you mean old werewolf. He and Mr. Edgeworth bring out the best in each other. You've had your little fun, but now it's my turn. I've sat quietly by listening. But the crude conclusions you two keep spewing don't whet this wolf's appetite. There's no guarantee that your toy will always show the real situation at any given time. All it displays is whatever information you put in there, right? He's got a point. Well, when you put it that way, your suppositions are wrong. It's not your fault, so I'm going to let you in on this. There's a trick to this haunted house. And what may that be exactly? A trick beyond what your tiny imaginations can produce. Sheena? Here you are. Now then, what you missed, girlie? It's written right here in this pamphlet. The 7 Wonders of the Haunted House. Or, the 7 Wonders of the Haunted House. The Disappearing Badger. What is this? I'd say that someone around here is fond of theatrics. And as you can see, they set a doll down at the end of this hallway for that purpose. Basically, the blue badger you saw was just a stupid doll. How can this be? Guess that throws your whole theory about it being your attacker right out the window. Ugh. But that can't be right. Maybe the culprit hit the doll somewhere. And then he laid down and pretended to be it instead.
Not so fast!
If the criminal couldn't even hide himself in the hallway, how could he hide a giant doll? Do you get it now? Thanks to your presumptions. Your logic started off weak and led you to the completely wrong conclusion. Yeah. Now get off your high horse! Mr. Edgeworth? Okay, I wonder if you could please input the new information for me. Huh? You don't know when to quit, do you? I can't quit, not until I can declare that I found the truth. Agent Lang, for the additional information, you have my thanks. There you go again! We'll see if I care! Okay, I'm updating the recreation now. That looks really weird. Look at how it changes from the blue badger to the proto badger all of a sudden. If the slumped over badger was just a doll, where was my attacker hiding? Well, that's what we're gonna find out, right? So come on, Mr. Edgeworth, let's go. Yes, let's. This recreation can't be right, which means there must be a contradiction somewhere. Proto-badger who struck me. I suppose I should really say it's Lance. Ooh, are you gonna get him back? I need not resort to violence when the lawsuit I plan to bring to court will suffice. Really? Because I would have totally decked him right back. If someone steals from me, I steal something from them. If I get hit, I hit him back. If I get paid, I return the money. That's the secret to how a great thief works. Her third statement doesn't seem to be of much benefit to her survival. Where the proto-badger shows up in our recreation. Yes, now the question is, where did he come from? Yeah, but there's no place to hide in our current model. There must be an inconsistency somewhere. Badger's just a doll for use in this haunted house. I'll bet the one who killed this blue badger was the bad badger, right? According to the Blue Badger Bible, it says they're each other's worst enemy. All because one's an ally of justice and the other's a vile criminal with a gun. Perhaps they were just destined to battle each other. Much like the Steel Samurai and the Evil Magistrate. Okay. Oh, wait. One of your belts is in reverse.
Eureka!
Hold on a second here. There's something wrong with this blue badger. Like what? The way the belt on him is the opposite of how it should be. Did you make a mistake? Can't be. I inputted the image data exactly as it is in the pamphlet. So then why is the blue badger dressed up in reverse? When you take a look around, it almost feels more like a house of mirrors. Indeed. Who's ever heard of this many mirrors inside of a haunted house before? Well, at least we know this is the real crime scene thanks to the mirror shards. Okay, there it is. Wait, these shards. There's something different about them. Oh! The ones we found earlier are thicker than the shards from these mirrors on this wall. And look, there's some sort of design on the back, too. The pieces from that costume are certainly different from the other mirrors. What does this mean? Could it be that our pieces are not pieces of these mirrors? Okay, do you remember what you said earlier? What I said earlier about what? About how this building might as well have been a house of mirrors. House of mirrors. Oh, that would explain the reverse or mirror image. Yes, this blue badger might be nothing more than the reflected image of a real one. Then was the blue badger you saw just a reflection? When I looked down this hall, I thought it was perfectly straight. However, if there was a mirror... Oh, they'll actually form an L shape, right? Precisely. I was deceived. The hallway was almost pitch black. Oh, that's clever. Ha 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 ha! There was a beam in the way that obstructed my view of the other hallway. Wait, but why build this place like that? It sounds pretty pointless to me. Okay, this house is just another attraction at an amusement park. They created a mirror wall for a very specific purpose, one that I can point out to you. This was the reason they built a mirror wall. As is written in the pamphlet, the main draw of this attraction is the mystery of the disappearing badger. You mean they built a mirror for that trick alone? But you said you saw the badger, so it was definitely still there. That was true at the time. However, doing this allowed someone to make the blue badger disappear in a flash. Could they have moved the wall? To remove a reflected image, simply move the mirror. First, the mirror was constructed so it could be moved. Then, beyond where the mirror was, an empty hallway had to be created. Oh, so when they wanted people to see the blue badger, they would open the mirror. And when they wanted to hide it, they simply had to close it again. This explains why the other side of these fragments have a design on them. Oh, and if the pattern is the same on the other walls in the hallway, then when the mirror is closed, it would blend in with the rest of the walls. This is the mirror trick that this haunted house employs. And this also proves the existence of a hiding place for the culprit. Huh? How so? Think about it, Kay. There was a place that was outside my field of vision. The culprit kept out of sight by hiding here.
Take that!
There was a very large blind spot, one I could not see beyond, and it was here. If my assailant hit on the other side of the movable mirror, then you wouldn't be able to see him. He didn't even need to do anything to the blue badger doll. Exactly, all he had to do was wait for me on the other side of the mirror. Wait, hold on, I just thought of something. Yes? Well, shouldn't the mirror wall be broken right now in reality? Since we have a few shards of it, we can probably assume it is. Yes, it most definitely is broken. The question is, when was it broken? Since we found these inside the victim's costume, that would mean the victim was there when the mirror was broken. Wait, that sound! Leave the money and go, now. Oh! That sound I heard was most definitely the sound of a mirror breaking. Kay, I'd like you to input some new information. Don't scare me like that! Sorry, but I need you to recreate something for me. Sure, whatever you need. So what do you need anyway? If you could first recreate this hallway just before I entered the dining room. You got it! Now this, I believe this is how it was right before I entered the dining room. Although at the time I thought it was but a single straight hallway. And then I went inside. It was around then I heard the sound of a mirror shattering. You heard what? Then... Yes, I believe it was then the mirror was broken. Okay, so then when you stepped outside into the hallway again... The mirror wall should no longer exist. Kay, please recreate that. Got it. Wait, but with the mirror gone, the culprit lost his hiding spot. So where'd he go in the Proto-Badger suit, Mr. Edgeworth? That's easy enough. With the mirror gone, he simply hid himself in the branch hallway. I think this about wraps it up. Looks like we finally solved everything. No, not yet. An even larger contradiction has now reared its head. Huh? Perhaps you didn't notice, but this recreation contains a very troubling inconsistency. The inconsistency between what I saw and the recreation lies. Oh, yeah, because... Wait, where's...
Take that!
Here. Huh? Are you sure that contradicts what you saw? Oh. Because... If... Okay, if at this point the mirror was shattered. That scene I saw before me, what's being presented in this recreation. There's something that was there on site that isn't in this recreation. Is that shouldn't have been there.
Take that!
Okay, take a good look at the end of the hall. Oh, there's no blue badger there. Exactly. The blue badger I saw in reality is not there. This is the final point on the long chain of logic. The last remaining contradiction. So let me get this straight. When you came out of the dining room, you saw a badger, right? And that's precisely where the final contradiction lies. Right, there was... Because if that wall was no longer there, you shouldn't have been able to see that. Something that shouldn't exist was there before me. Who or what do you suppose that it was? That was Deacon's body. The badger I saw was in actuality the dead victim's body. Ugh! What? Agent Lang, the entirety of my complete logic is my final, decisive piece of evidence. The murder happened in the hallway of the haunted house at the time of the drop-off. And you can consider the moment I heard the mirror breaking to be the real time of death for Mr. Deacon. No! Maybe it was due to their fighting, or perhaps it was the life-shattering bullet. But no matter what the cause was, the hallway mirror wall was broken. Huh, you were in the house at the time, right? Are you telling me you missed the sound of a gunshot? There were a variety of sound effects playing at the time, all for theatrics, I assume. The gunshot must have blended right in. Ugh! Now then, I'd like you to recall something for me. Who was it that was with the victim at the haunted house? Who was the one who had the opportunity to rob the victim of his gun and use it on him? It was you, Lance Armano. Whoa. I'm sorry. Oh, that broke him pretty easily. It's not like I had a choice. Oliver turned on me all of a sudden. He snapped and turned violent right after I hung up with you. He shoved me to the ground and straddled me. I fought back as hard as I could, grabbed the gun, and I shot him. The bullet must have went through his body and shattered the mirror. If I hadn't taken his gun and shot him first, I would have been the one you found. He's a hardened criminal. He's escaped from jail. See, that's justified self-defense. My boy was only trying to protect himself. That remains to be seen, and will have to be resolved in court. Agent Lang, I leave the rest to you. As if you were the one in charge around here. Guys, arrest these two and get them out of my sight. Wait, I had nothing to do with the murder. The only person you should be arresting is Lance. Oh, you're gonna throw your son under the bus, huh? Dad! Sorry, you're not slipping away that easily, Mr. Ernest Armano. You tampered with the evidence so you could cover it for your son. Yeah, it sounds like he did try to do that. What a great dad you are, willing to risk it all. Truly touching. Ugh. By the way, do you know why I'm really here? And how could I possibly know the answer to such an asinine question? You wound me. I came all this way across the sea just to see you, you know. You came to see me? Oh. What's that supposed to mean? Is Amano part of the smuggling ring? I have a few things to ask you, Mr. Amano, about a case from 10 years ago. Case from 10 years ago? Oh, what's the name that you use here for that case? Sheena. It's known as the KG-8 incident. The KG-8 incident? Oh, so you remember it. Good, then you recall that the trigger in that case was the Amano Group scandal. Specifically, the charge of an internal smuggling ring. So it is true. Smuggling. There's that word again. At the time, the person that was arrested as the ringleader was Mr. Amano's very own secretary, Mr. Colin Deveray. Ah, the victim in this case. Father! Even though you pushed this crime onto your then secretary, Mr. Deveray, I've always suspected that you were involved with the smuggling ring, Mr. Amano. Mr. Deveray was arrested in place of you. Ooh. Which is why when he broke out, you hid him from the police, right? You hid him in exchange for his silence on your little dirty secret. No. Please calm down. I honestly have no idea what you're talking about. Pretend to be ignorant all you want. We're taking you down to the precinct anyway for a nice long chat. Now what? Who the heck was that? I'll take him down to the precinct if you don't mind. Who the heck are you? I'm Jacques Portsman, and I'm the prosecutor in charge of this case. Oh, now things are starting to... Things are turning full circle. Because remember, because chapters 2... These are being shown in anachronological order, because chapters 2 and 3 happen before chapter 1 of this game. Oh, Jacques, thank goodness you're here. Don't jerk me around. This is an Interpol case, so keep your paws off my suspect. Sorry, but I can't comply. I've got the backing of the prosecutor's office. See, in this country, we prosecutors work with the police to bring cases to court. So, if you could please cooperate with me here, that'd be great. Now, how about a handshake to seal the deal? Sorry, but I hate prosecutors. The whole lot of you. Guys, arrest the 2 suspects. Sir. Oh, I almost forgot. Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth, is it? I'd like to thank you. Thank me? Yeah, for working so hard to fulfill my goal. Hey, is that any way to thank someone? And what the heck is that supposed to mean? You were so relentless with Lance that you forced Ernest to tamper with the evidence. Thanks to that, I finally had a legitimate reason to arrest him. So how's it feel to bite the hand that feeds you? The hand that feeds me? I'm not sure I follow. It's no use pretending with me. You're the one, right? You're the corrupt prosecutor that's working for Mr. Amano with the smuggling ring, right? No, I would never do such a thing. What the heck? Our intel's never wrong. In your prosecutor's office, there's definitely someone working in the ring. Ah, so Agent Lang suspected my relation to Mr. Armano. That must be the real reason behind his antagonistic attitude. On top of that, your mentor was Manfred von Karma, right? There were non-stop rumors flying about forged evidence with that guy. You're not twisting the truth behind those courtroom doors, are you? The courtroom is a place where truth is revealed. Well, don't worry, it's not only you, the whole lot of you can't be trusted. A prosecutor who never lost in 40 years, every defendant must be found guilty. Fueled by those ideas, is it any wonder those courts produce nothing but falsities and lies? It would seem that his disdain extends beyond just me. Prosecutors, the courts. Why is this man so angry with us all? Rest assured, the next time we meet, I won't be so forgiving. Oh, wow. So don't you forget it. Please, wait. Agent Sheena. Why does Agent Lang hate all prosecutors so? Lang is the head of the long-honored house of Lang and Zheng Fa. The heads of all police-related divisions in that country were of Lang blood. Were? What do you mean by that? Aren't they still? They were revered, but that was long ago. They don't hold that sort of sway anymore. It was all because of the courts. How can that be? A prosecutor once withheld and tampered with the evidence one of the Lang detectives found. That evidence's purity was tarnished and cost the Lang family its honor and trust. But not all prosecutors are like that. Even so, Lang will never respect the court again, or any prosecutor. So Agent Lang is a man who hates all courts and is unwilling to forgive prosecutors. Man, what a piece of work that guy is. Come on, Jim, we better catch up. Yeah. We still gotta deliver that thing to the old man, after all. That thing? Sack of gumshoe. I believe it's time we wrapped up and headed home ourselves. Yeah! Are you going home too, Mr. Edgeworth? No, I've done nothing but be entangled in one mess after another since my return. If it's alright with you, can you drop me off at my office? No problem, sir! Excuse me? Yes? What is it? Thank you very much. Ah, it's okay. No need to thank me, pal. Just doing my job as a detective. I guess I was fooled pretty badly by Lance. Oh, cruel fate. What's a woman to do when she's been hurt by the one she loves? And to think I never realized my father was right there. I never said anything to him. Oh yeah, poor girl. Wow. Yeah. Yeah, her own father was murdered. Made to think she did it by the guy that that she was in love with. That's... goddamn. That's gotta be rough. I knew it. I'm a failure. There she goes again, talking to herself. Miss Palps, I wonder if you know why your father participated in the kidnapping. No, I have no idea. Your father died while he was trying to stop Lance. Which means that from the beginning he had no interest in the staged self-abduction. Wait, then why did he... I believe it was because of your presence, Miss Palps. He didn't... Lance realized the two of you were related, which is why he used you as a hostage to coerce Mr. Deveray into cooperating. Oh. Father. As a felon, he couldn't tell you of his real relation to you. However, as the Amano family butler, at the very least, he was able to watch over you. It was all he could do, but that was the shape of his overflowing love for you. Go on, speak your mind. That is... Thank you very much. You're welcome. Although there's no need to thank me. No, Lauren, stop. I mean, that man's so much older than you. Oh, Edgy the chick magnet again. Looks like you've completely stolen her away, Mr. Edgeworth. Way to go, sir! Your technique is way beyond that level of a great thief. What are you going on about now? Wow, your deducing skills may be sound, but you have no street smarts. That's Mr. Edgeworth for you. Yeah, I mean, he still doesn't figure out who I am at all. Huh? If you haven't remembered in all this time, I guess I'm just gonna have to say it. This isn't the first time we've met, you know. Oh? Really? What do you mean, pal? Mr. Edgeworth? How do you know this girl? Looks like you totally forgot me too, Gummy. They both met her before? Gummy! Here, maybe this will jog your memories. I promised I'd return this to you one day, remember? That's... Huh? That single piece of cloth took me back, far into my past. To that fateful day 7 years ago when I first met the then child, Kay, and Detective Gumshoe. Oh, what does this mean? What secret connection did they have? Oh, man. Okay, guys. I went pretty long on this tonight, but I wanted to finish Chapter 3. So, Episode 4, Turnabout Reminiscence. So I guess this is going to be a flashback to that time then. I guess we will save that for later. Tomorrow night is going to once again be Final Friday, and I want to continue more with Final Fantasy 1 Pixel Remaster. But until then, everybody, thank you for watching. Have a good night. I'll see you guys next time.